Hi, welcome Aquarius. This is your Terrascope reading for the week of March the 10th to the 16th, 2014. So, first of all, let me thank you for all of your likes, your shares, your favorites. Welcome new subscribers, absolutely. Now, I know I haven't been responding this week, but I am reading every one of your posts, every one of your comments, every one of your emails. I do promise you that. But I have been very busy with personal readings this week. And I think by the time I close my eyes tonight, I will have hit reading number 70. So a very big week. And I want my energy to be nice and high when I do a reading for you. So, you know, if I'm not feeling the energy, I'm not going to be doing a reading. And they are coming, okay? So you know who you are that are still awaiting. And I promise you I am getting to it. And you'll have them very shortly. And also, somebody brought it to my attention, actually a couple of people now brought it to my attention that there is a Tilly Tarot website. It's not me. So who would have thunk, huh? Two Tarot Tillys or two Tilly Tarots, but apparently there is. And I am sure they give exceptionally beautiful readings from that website, but it is not me. I do not have a website, so if you find readings and you're expecting me to be on the other end, you will not find it through a website. My email address is right down below, and you know, all you do is you email me that you're interested. I email you back information. I keep it very personal. We go from there, okay? So it's been brought to my attention several times now, and I thought I'd let you know that that website, however incredible it may be, is not me. So if you are expecting me to actually do the reading, then you need to email me, and the information is right down there, okay? So, clarity is coming. Direction. It's going to be a beautiful week. It's going to be a week of love. You're going to love this week. The Spirit has laid out the cards completely different again. A lot better than last week. I didn't like last week's spread at all. And the Spirit knew it. But I do like this one. This one's kind of cool. I've got like an overlay of cards on top that kind of gives me a story and a picture and a pattern to the week. And then we almost have like two mini readings down on each side. So I'm kind of enjoying it. It's a lot of fun to do. Let's see where we go with the information. Well, I think your inner beauty is going to surround your outer self. I think your light is going to really shine this week. I think you are just going to, you're going to be beautiful in your actions, in your words, in just your light is going to shine, okay? And you might even have a financial breakthrough towards the end of the week, throughout the week, going into next week maybe. And I think you're really ready to take some steps. I think you have a very good idea of your truth and your light and all those lessons that you've had to learn up till now. And I think you have a much better understanding than you did, obviously, in the past. And you're ready to go forward now, and you're ready to have direction. Because we do have some swords here. And that is definitely action. We have some cups, that's love. Pentacles is money. We have some wands, but not much wands. So that whole thinking process is nearing an end. Thank goodness. And I think you really have a great understanding of what you need to go forward, and you're going to start putting some of that into an action plan to actually move forward. Most definitely. So we start with the Ace of Swords, and that's where I get the whole, you know, clarity is coming, because there's your aha moments. Okay, and this is action. This is going forward. This is this is taking all that you've learned and all that you've processed and all that you want in your dreams and your hopes and your wishes and your desires and everything that you've been giving up to the universe. And it is now putting it into a tangible plan of action. So, how wonderful. Now, you are still carrying a little bit of the truths around that you don't need to anymore. It is weighing you down. I think this has been in almost every single reading, so I should look at the skies and see what's happening in astrology, because I don't think there's been a reading that this card has not been in this for tonight at least. So the Ten of Wands. So I love the artist's portrayal of this card. It just speaks 1,000 words. I don't even need to explain it. But, you know, let's look at it, okay? The pouch on your back carries all your lessons, all your trials, all your hopes and your dreams and your wants and your truths. And there are so many of them in that pouch that it is making every single step on your path so much harder. Okay, now if you really look close at the wands, there is some that have some beautiful new growth on them, but there's other ones that are completely dead. They have absolutely no growth on them. And so we need to still go inside and get rid of the last of the truth being pulled out and really make some realizations going forward. But it is in between the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. So action and love and beauty. So it's almost like, I kind of been using this example, is because it's sometimes the truth that is so buried. And don't worry, Spirit will definitely lead you to the answers you need, so long as you're having that dialogue and that communication with your God and your angels and your spirit guides, your universe. Most definitely, it will come to you. But at one time, we all thought the world was flat, and everybody just took it as a truth, because you looked at the horizon and the world stopped, so obviously the world was flat. And then somebody came along and said, I think it's round. And through a lot of searching and trying to understand and some realizations having to come in, yes, there was some torment and some very hard battles. But now we know that in truth that the world is round. And so a lot of things we take from our childhood, and they were ingrained on us as a truth, and we don't even realize that we're carrying around this extra baggage that really isn't a truth and not serving our purpose whatsoever going forward. And I think there's a little bit of that left, but not much, okay? We're still going through a little bit of that. But I think the joy of this week is really going to outweigh the little bit of learning that we need to do. We have the King of Cups right smack dab in the middle of the reading, which tells me a beautiful world, love, romance. You know, here's your ship coming in, but your ship of love and acceptance and being grounded in your truth and knowing what to do in order to take the steps forward. And it leads right into the Knight of Swords. And this is one, it's one you're cutting away the things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. And I think you feel, you know, being next to the King of Cups, I think it's a relief. I think it's a moment, right? You can breathe. You're starting to know what steps you need to take in order to go further on your path. And what a celebration that is. And it's a lot of action. You're going to start putting things into action. And you're going to know intuitively what are the right steps and the wrong steps, because we end up with the Hierophant at the very end. And so this is very much being in tune with the messages that you are receiving, whether or not you know you are receiving them. I always say imagination is the worst oh my goodness, that is the worst word in the English language, I think, okay? Because if you think about it, when you were all growing up, and depending on your culture, so, you know, give me a little bit of leeway here, but my growing up, for sure, was my parents told me Santa was real, the Tooth Fairy was real, the Easter Bunny was real, the boogeyman under my bed was real, and your imaginary friend is just your imagination, and oh, that feeling is just your imagination, and oh, that's just coincidence and imagination. And I came to learn that Santa and the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny and the Boogeyman were all made up things. Those were my imagination. The real thing was an invisible friend, or that feeling you had just before, ooh, this is going to be bad, and it ended up being bad, or ooh, the phone's going to ring and it's going to be so-and-so, or I haven't thought of so-and-so in so long, and the phone rings and stuff. You know, all of your intuition. So whether or not you're realizing that spirit, I do think that you do. It's not your imagination. It's not you just thinking it. It's words coming to you from your spirit guides, from your angels, from God, from your universe, in order to lead you along the right path. And I really think intuitively you're going to know what you want and what needs to change, and I think those changes are just going to give you that that breathing room that you've been needing, right? So now we've got two little mini readings on the side, and where do we want to go? Let's go here. This has got the darker of the two cards, or the two sides in it. I don't think it's going to be darker. So we have the Nine of Swords, and it's covered by the Seven of Cups. So let's get those up there so that you can see them. Okay. Now, you know, you might have a little bit of worry left on what you need to cut away and stuff, and you might be losing some sleep, not knowing, and really all you need to do is meditate and ask, you know, is this right? Not even right and wrong, but does this give me balance going forward? A very important question that you can ask yourself this week as you're going through your thoughts and trying to do some clarification of where you need to go and whatnot. But you're going to take that information and you are going to run with it. Most definitely. You're just trying to figure out which of those cups you're going to take with you on your path and which ones need to go for now. And on the other side of it, we have the Queen of Pentacles over the Four of Cups. And this really talks about you finally realizing that some of those gifts that you've been given aren't work at all. They're really your gifts, and they're your passions, and they're your desires. And so we've got the Four of Cups here, and we have the Queen of Pentacles sitting on top of the Four of Cups. So here really is, you know, your lessons and all those gifts you've been giving, but you've had to work through so much that they almost seem like work, and the universe is bringing new gifts to you. Most definitely. Look at you. You're sitting in your beauty, money in your lap. The sun is actually carved in your chair there. An angel sits beside you. Red at your feet for your courage and your strength. How beautiful is that? So, you know, I'm thinking, and it's right at the, you know, at the end of the reading, I think that you're going to have a financial breakthrough. One of those gifts are going to really pay off to be the gift it was meant to be to you. And I think more gifts are on its way to you. So how beautiful is that? Definitely a week of love and beauty in your life. If you're looking for somebody, they're definitely being drawn towards you. If you're in a relationship, I think you're really going to cement that bond this week. Or being next to the Knight of Swords, you might just be deciding to cut ties and move forward. That's always a possibility. It's really hard with a general reading. And to get rid of some of those struggles and those truths that you've been carrying on your path. So until next week, remember, I love you.